Hell's Rebelling now.
All right.
Aw.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Power Score RPG. Um, I was running the Tomb of Annihilation, and I ran it to completion, and now we're doing a new campaign. So from now on Saturdays, I'm going to be running 2 games during the day. I'm going to run Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and at night, I'm going to run Hell's Rebels. It's a Pathfinder adventure path. I'm converting it to 5th edition. This is something I've wanted to run for like 5 years. I've been very excited about doing it, and now I get to do it with all of you. So, um, let's see. Where do we start here? First, I need to describe some backstory. Here it is. Ready? So you live. There's a kingdom called. Okay. Well, first of all, this Pathfinder games are normally set in a world called Golarion, but for me, this city, this whole kingdom, Cheliax, is in the world in my crystal sphere that Tomb of Annihilation took place on. So you're actually not that far from Chult. It's like kind of across the ocean a little bit. This is the world that I ran the Savage Tide campaign, the Skull and Shackles campaign, Tomb of Annihilation, and now Hell's Rebels. There's a lot of pirates and sailing going on this world. And in Skull and Shackles, actually, the people from Cheliax were the bad guys. So let's see. You live in a city called Kintargo. Most people in Cheliax worship Asmodeus. They worship devils. Not everybody's evil. They're just raised worshiping Asmodeus. So it's just this is what they do. So what had happened was 10 days ago, the Lord Mayor Gilia Bainalis supposedly abandoned the city. Some people don't believe that's what happened, but she's gone. And this guy, Barzillai Thrun, showed up. He's from a powerful house in the kingdom, and he immediately he issued a bunch of proclamations, laws, and people don't like them. So, the laws, real quick, you can get paid for killing rodents. That's one. You must display the portrait of Queen Abigail, and it has to be at least 11 by 17 inches in your house or place of business. He wants you to capture feral dogs, and they'll pay you 2 silver per feral dog. Only priests of Asmodeus and agents of House Thrun are allowed to wear fine embroidered clothing. Anybody else caught doing so without a permit goes to prison for D4 days. If you if you spill grain on the street and you don't clean it up within the hour, you get fined. You get fined in copper pieces. That's 2D100 plus 200 copper pieces per pound. Per pound. You are not allowed to drink tea at night. If you are caught doing so, you go to prison for D4 days. And it is now illegal to use mint in candies or drinks or anything. And if you are caught imbibing mint products, you are fined 20 gold. And if you do not pay the fine, you go to jail for 6 days. So the mint one was just too much for the people. So he took over 10 days ago. And there's an opera house, the Kintargo Opera House. He just lives there now. He just took it over. He lives there. And 7 days ago, they call it the Night of Ashes, where all sorts of people who spoke out against Thrun either were killed, were chased out of town, or vanished, or went to jail. And a bunch of places burned to the ground. So people are not keen on Barzillai Thrun. So there's a protest going on in Area Park. That's right outside the Opera House where Barzillai Thrun lives. And there's guards there. There's 12 guards, and they're led by a woman named Nox. And no one's exactly sure what the deal with Nox is, but she has red skin, and she's got some like tentacles growing out of her face, and she's got like a big halberd, and it's a little weird. So the protesters, they want these new restrictions lifted, and they want a proper election for a new mayor, not being forced this Thrune guy. The factions at the protest are Kintargo partisans. They want local rulership. Economic conservatives, no new taxes. Advocates of democracy, they want a legal election. And there's anarchists who are just there to stir up some problems. And then there's Chelish loyalists who support Thrune and are there wearing their MAGA hats and all that kind of stuff. There's signs here at the protest. There's 3 of them that you see. I hope you like these. One says, "No use crying over spilled grain," right? Because of the grain. There's another one. "Give me mint or give me death." And the last one is, "I'm not your proper tea, T-E-A, because you can only drink tea at night now," right? So at the protest, most of the time, people look at those signs and cracking up, slapping their knees. You know, it's a crazy time. So for whatever reason, you're all at the protest. So first I'm going to read you this thing. And then we're going to go through a special protest section, which I'll explain once we do this part right here. All right. Even with the cobblestones of Argent Avenue and the foliage of Area Park still wet from the morning's light rain, dozens of Kintargans have gathered along the facade of the Opera House to protest the city's new Lord Mayor, Paracount Barzillai Thrune. The city's new leader was appointed by her infernal majestrix, Queen Abigail II, in the wake of the previous Lord Mayor's sudden flight from the city, an event that still has local rumor mongers whispering furiously. In a scant 7 days, Paracount Thrune has instituted martial law, a curfew, and 7 outlandish and polarizing proclamations. These actions and more have called many of Kintargo's dissatisfied citizens here on this overcast morn. There's been no sign yet of Barzillai Thrune himself, and the Opera House's doors remain tightly closed, as they have since the man chose the landmark as his new home. But judging by the growing sound of the protesters, he surely can't ignore the scene on the streets below much longer. Okay, everybody roll initiative, please.
Oh, snap.
Oh, right away.
Okay.
First.
Oh, that's a great sign for this campaign. I rolled
So,
a natural 1, so that'd be a 3 initiative.
okay, so S, you got a 3. Is it Fio?
Fio got a 9.
Fio got a 9. Ashes.
Ashes got a 20.
God.
Ashes got a 20. What about Raw?
Raw got a 7.
Raw got a 7. All right. Let me roll something here. Ew, good. So now, the protest. During the protest, we're going to go around. 1 round is 1 hour. You have special actions you can take during each of your hour-long turns. So you can listen for rumors. You can pilfer, which is either steal from somebody or steal from a vendor. You can rabble rouse and, get people fired up and on your side. Silence undesirable elements or watch the crowd. So, Ashes. First, can you say what your race and class is, and then describe what you look like?
Yeah, Ashes is she is a half elf rogue, and she is pretty small, just above 5 foot, very slim, very young, and does not wear fine clothes. Probably just the opposite of that. Dressed in her leathers and her common dirty street clothes with long black hair that covers most of her face and bright green eyes. And she looks very prototypical backstreet alley rogue. And she's slinking about the crowd, wanting to do some pilfering because she enjoys the general anarchy of the situation and wants to see what she can gain out of it.
That's gonna be a sleight of hand.
Coming right up. How about a 23?
Oh. So you're in the crowd. People are, blah, 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 you know, blah. And you score a cool 5 gold. Yoink. All right. Theo, can you say your race and class?
All right, human. Theo is a human bard, heart of the Cantargo culture and music. She is a churlish, dark hair, kind of like alabaster complexion, which kind of people say she's a vampire, but I think they're just jealous. And she also wears these ostentatious, very fancy dresses. And right now she's trying to be stealthy, which in the celebrity way, she just wears a fancy hat and just like puts on some glasses and tries not to look out of sorts, but she totally is. But she's just going to want to kind of like get a hold of the crowd, trying to get, and she is here for probably not particularly good reasons. This is personal. They burned down her manor when she was away. Now she has to live in a hotel.
Oh, man.
She's very mad.
So you can make a performance or a diplomacy.
All right, performance check. That is a 14.
All right. So, like, you railing against Thrune, or like what do you talk about?
She's just saying these snide things about Thrune. It's like, oh, these mints. This mint thing must be just because he's angry as a child that he didn't get mints and his sister did. Oh, how sad and petty.
So yes, people are like, yeah, he's a mintless loser. Everybody, he doesn't have any mints, All right, and so what that means is you have a bunch of people listening to you, and this crowd is not difficult terrain for you. Okay.
Oh, wonderful! This is like gas on a fire.
Raul, can you say your race and class, please?
Raul is a Chelish human, and he is a fighter.
And
And
what do you look like?
He is a tall, 6'6", bedecked in heavy armor. He is an ex-Hell Knight applicant. And he was born into a family that is kind of very, very pro-infernal, very, very cult of Zariel, actually. And they were training him, and he is now, so he looks like every part the prototypical Dark Knight type. He is dressed in sort of a red tabard, and he wears a shield. His face, which is bare now, I guess, in the crowd, he tucks a visored helmet under his arm. He has a tattoo under his left eye. That is written in Infernal, and it says the word apostate. And he has a very grim look about him. And that's kind of what he looks like. He wants to, he's scanning the crowd. He looks at the undesirable elements. What would you say classifies as undesirable elements here?
Probably the anarchists or the Thrune loyalists who are trolling everybody.
He's going to start with the analysts. He wants to break them up, tell them to get lost.
So you can make a deception or intimidate to.
I'm going to do intimidate. I got a 6 total.
Ooh, okay. So they kind of go back and forth with you, the anarchists, and they're they're like, I don't know, suck it, Schmuck. You suck.
Hmm.
Thank you, Lydia, very much. Thank you very, very much. All right, after Rob. Essie, what is your race and class?
Essie is a human wizard. She is dressed somewhat fine. She has her clothes are of nice materials, but they're not overly extravagant. And her boots and the hem of her skirt is very muddy, as if she spends a lot of time kind of in the dirt or mud. She has like a shovel, like sheathed over her back, and she carries around a bucket, like a purse. She's got a couple of vials on her hip and her belt. But she's just kind of very quiet. She's also almost deathly pale. She's extraordinarily pallid, very gaunt. Her eyes are kind of sunken in, and she actually has no iris or pupils. They're just pure white eyes. And she's just observing and listening to the crowd. She's kind of getting a feel for the situation before she does anything. She's not the most sociable.
All right, you're watching the crowd. Make a perception.
That's much better than my initiative. Okay, that's good. Perception. I could find that. Oh, 0 modifier. That's an 18.
Okay. 2 things.
Yes.
You spot a pickpocket. It looks like Ashes. You watch Ashes like slip behind some mint troll. You know, can't have mint anymore. Your breath smells because we can't have mint anymore. and Ash is just like yoink. So A, do you want to do anything about that?
No, but I'll keep an eye on them.
I
shan't have them pilfering my bucket.
Second, as the hour goes by, the more people show up and it gets more rowdy. You're kind of thinking this protest might turn into a riot, and if it does so, you will have +4 on your initiative roll.
Ooh.
In the riot, if there was a riot and there were encounters involved.
Okay.
Round 2. Back at the top. Ashes, you get to go again. You can listen for rumors, pilfer, rabble rouse, silence undesirable elements, or watch the crowd.
Ashes is going to. I'm assuming our characters all know each other.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, in that case, Ashes is going to rabble rouse before she tries to take off after rabble rousing.
So that's a performance or a diplomacy.
Oh, goodness. I guess it doesn't matter. So I guess performance. Yeah, that's a 5.
Oh, okay. Some of the Thrune loyalists are say, sit down. You're not getting your mint. If we catch you with tea, we're gonna tell all the guards. Yeah, because it's almost nighttime. Yeah. Why can't you just be happy? You can get rich killing feral dogs. What's wrong with you?
She flips her hair and just walks off, uninterested.
All right, Theo, what would you like to do? Hold on, I think you're muted.
No, I'm just gonna say that she is stoking the flames of this near riot, not realizing how bad it is. So she's basically laying into why Thrune is in the opera. What kind of politician is in the opera house? Is he gonna wear the armor of George the Mighty, or perhaps he should wear the armor, the dress of Sigbert the Fool instead? That seems more appropriate. And is that performance?
Yes.
All right. I'm also like prestidigitating the smell of mint, so let's go with all the way. Ooh, that is a 21.
20. Okay. So a whole bunch of people are really listening to you, and yeah, and then Thrune loyalists are like, shut up. Fake news. All right. After Theo is Raw.
I'll try to intimidate the loyalists, the Thrun loyalists. So I'll hear what Theo is saying, and as she's undoubtedly starting to get the loyalists riled up, I'll stand in front of them and tell them to get lost.
They're holding out tea bags.
I rolled a 16 for intimidation.
All right, they flinch. They drop. Well, I was just strolling. I was just strolling, man. They kind of get all quiet and back off. A little intimidated. All right. After Raw, Essie, what would you like to do?
All right. Gosh. No one so only the loyalists have been scared off so far.
They're still there,
They're
but
still
they're
there.
not trolling nearly as hard.
Nearly as hard. Gotcha. What are my options again? I don't know what she wants to do. There's so many options.
Listen for rumors.
Pilfer,
rabble rouse.
Yeah.
Silence undesirable elements or watch the crowd.
She's gonna try to silence some undesirable elements by just trying to like creep them out with her presence. She finds that a lot of people find her a little bit disturbing or morbid to be around, and she's just gonna try to scare them away.
So what's that? Intimidate or performance, I guess?
Sure. They're the same. So 18.
Okay.
I'm really creeped them out.
So the anarchists are just kind of like trying to pushing people, trying to get something going.
They like turn around and I'm like hovering over their shoulder. What are you doing here?
What's in the bucket?
My best friend. I pull out a skull.
They scream.
Would you like to become friends too?
They come on, man. It's crazy. She's totally crazy. And they like back away.
My white eyes just.
Then, at the start of round 3,
put it back in the bucket.
At the Opera House, there's a balcony. The doors open, and out steps Barzillai Thrun in elaborate hell armor. He's got a big collar. He's got a mace in one hand and wine in the other. He clears his throat, and the people quiet down. And he says, my adoring little chickadees, I'm sorry to say I have not yet adapted to your quaint country ways, being accustomed as I am to the sophistication and learning of Igorian. Nonetheless, now I know that I have heard your concerns and that I appreciate your valued feedback, and I know we shall eventually find a mutual understanding in the fullness of time. I take pride in updating Kintargo's quaint, outdated laws to the modern standards that this city deserves, strengthening its ties with the Empire in these cruel times, but obviously I have approached my duties too aggressively. You say you chafe at the presence of non-natives in positions of power? That authorities not of this city have no place as its leaders? That you will not be yoked by intruders? Your Lord Mayor hears you. And so it is with a heavy heart that I issue this proclamation in response to your demands. All ships' captains are hereafter barred from leaving their vessels and setting foot on Kintargo docks or streets under pain of, let's say, squassation. And some people like, man, squassation. And that's like where you get like hung from your hands and your feet or some disgusting thing like that. So the crowd is quiet for a minute while they all talk to each other about squassation. And then they start to get mad. They start yelling. And he like just smiles and holds up his drink. And then someone throws something at him. And it misses him. But he flinches. And his wine gets on his elaborate armor. And he gets really angry.
Can I do something while he's kind of like
Yeah.
distracted? I'm going to minor illusion Ass's ears on him while he's doing this.
No. Okay. All right. You minor illusion. Ew. All right. And people start
just-
laughing.
I
And
just
people, and then like the loyalists in the crowd, who did that? Who did that? And Barzillai Thrun is saying, what? And he's got this. I spilled wine. He's like, Nox, take care of them. And the woman with the red skin, Nox, orders her 12 guards to attack the crowd. And it just so happens that the four of you are pretty close together. And here come 4 Chelish citizens group thugs. So why don't we roll initiative again? And this time, Essie, you get +4 to your initiative roll. So, Raul, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
5.
Rolling low.
What about Ashes?
16.
A 16?
Mhm.
What about Theo?
9 again.
9? What about Essie?
I got an 8 because I rolled a 2 instead of a 1 this time, and I had a
Oh,
+4.
no. That means I get to go first.
Oh,
Apparently,
no.
my reflexes aren't great.
This is what the thugs look like.
Oh, what a... Commoners, no.
All right. 1 runs up to Theo.
Oh,
+3. He says,
this...
Paracount Thrun says to disperse. Yeah!
It's probably gonna hit.
I rolled a 3.
Oh.
+3. 6.
Misses.
Essie.
Yes.
My God.
He says,
I'm
you
just
must
standing there holding
leave.
my bucket, deadpan.
You must leave Area Park at once.
You could ask nicely.
I rolled a 4. And a +3. 7.
It misses. Miraculously.
Wow.
Ashes. You better not have any mints on you.
We're so lucky.
2 + 3. 5. Wow. Raul. Is that
So
tea
this-
on your breath? You
It
better
is.
drink it now. Once the sun goes down, you are screwed. +3. 12 total?
No.
Oh, man.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right. Ashes, a Chelish citizens group thug. He's trying to take you down with a spiked mace. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna shank this fool.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna stick a dagger in his gut, hopefully.
All right.
Oh boy. What are my pluses now? 11?
11 misses.
Okay. I'm gonna do bonus action, 2-handed attack, pull out another dagger, and try to get him with that. 11.
Oh. Close. Very close, but no. All right. Theo.
All right. Raul's near me, right?
Raul. Yeah.
Okay. And I kind of recognize you because you're a noble house. And I was like, Raul, I think things are bad. I think we might need to leave. But she looks at the gentleman that attacked her and just says, they fight like, I'm disappointed how the commoners fight. I think we should leave. And she'll cast sleep in front of her. And it's 20 feet. Whoever I get in like 20 feet in front of me.
Sleep.
Including that guy. So it is, so the way that works,
You roll hit points.
5d8, yeah. All right, let's do this. Where are my d8s? There you are. 8, oof, boy. 13, 21, 26.
Okay. So 2 of these thugs fall asleep. And also, like, just 2 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like,
So with
people
that-
like, ah, and some people are just getting beat up.
Yeah. So she
Other people are just
waves-
trying to run, and then they just, blah.
her eyes briefly glow green, and she kind of just like says something in Sylvan, and they just kind of like drop, and then she'll just kind of like back away, looking at Rollins, like kind of like making the thing we need to go.
As you wish, Lady Theo.
All right. Essie, there are 2. There's 1 on you still, I believe.
Lovely. All right. Well, I would love to cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
Just kind of gather some of the necromantic energies around and just kind of pat myself on the shoulder. And then I get some temporary hit points in case one of them does hit me. I won't oh, that's good. That's good. I get 7 extra hit points. That's great. That makes me feel a lot better about surviving this.
Okay.
And almost double.
Yeah, it is actually just about double. So,
Is that it for Essie?
yeah, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity if I start leaving.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say, I would kindly request, it's like, I will leave peacefully if you please won't hit me.
I smell mint on you.
No, it's just embalming fluid. It's
Stop.
very similar.
Okay. All right. Is that it for Essie?
Yeah, that's gonna be it for Essie.
So is my opponent one of the ones who fell asleep or not?
I think yours and Theo's fell asleep. Ashes has 1 and Essie has 1.
All right. As I'm walking, I'll just let the guy in front of me drop where he is. He is of no consequence. As I'm walking with Theo, I'm guessing we're starting to leave the area. I'll notice. It's hard not to notice Lady Gloomraven as well, because Essie is also of the noble. The noble house.
Us nobles!
And I'll say, I'll let Theo know. There's like, is that not young Lady Gloomraven? And I'll just pause a moment. I shall assist, and I will walk over. I'm not going to draw my sword. I'm just going to take my gauntleted fist and punch the guy who's attacking her across the face, if I can.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to assume that's a blessing from the DM.
Yep.
I get a 19.
That hits. So it's a punch is 1 point plus your strength bonus, right?
4 damage
4 damage.
total.
All right.
And I'll say move or be moved.
All right. My turn. Ashes.
It's unknowable. It's just like left alone.
Stupid nobles.
He says, "You know what? I bet if I turn you in to Thrune, he'll give me 2 silver for this feral dog." Look at +3. Ah, 17 + 3.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
4 damage. Whoosh.
Ouch.
Raw, you punch a Chelish citizen thug. He said, "You mint-supporting son of a bitch." Whoosh. +3. 18 + 3, 21. You're going to take 4 damage. Hold on, you're muted.
You're muted, good sir.
So I have heavy armor mastery, so his fist is non-magical, I presume. So he's
Right.
going to only hit me for 1.
Boing. All right.
Just like right off.
Right off the pauldron.
Ashes, it's your turn.
And I quip back at him. I think I get more money for you, rodent.
Ooh. Bon mot.
How about 17?
That hits.
Is there perhaps enough chaos around this nasty thug that I could potentially assume that there's an ally nearby? that I would be able to sneak attack?
Yeah. I mean, Raw's probably right there, so.
Excellent. How about 10 cool piercing damage?
Holy crap. All right, you stab, like blood comes pouring out, and he gets all panicked. Hey, you stabbed me!
He's not dead?
You prefer
You did
wood
10, right?
or metal for your coffin, sir?
He's not dead, no.
That's why I'm asking him. He's still alive. He won't be able to answer.
He's just somebody help me! I'm bleeding.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action offhand attack, but before that, I'm gonna yell over to the thug on Lady. Is it Gloomraven?
It is.
She's holding a bucket, right? I'm gonna say, "Hey, kick her can already." Oh, and that was a natural 1 with the offhand attack, so that's not doing anything.
All right,
I'm too distracted.
Theo, there's one with one fighting Ashes, although that one fighting Ashes looks like they're paralyzed at the sight of their own blood. And I think Raw punched one, but then it hit him back.
Is there another one on Essie? Or is that one?
That's it. There's just 2 left.
All right.
One is mortally wounded.
Okay.
So you can see like its liver sticking out of the hole.
All right, so Theo's just gonna look at the one that's fighting Rawl and just say, how appropriate that your life will end like this. Dead, filthy, and on the ground. And that'll be vicious mockery. And he has to make a wisdom save of 13.
All right, let me give it a good twist. Whoosh! A natural 20.
Oh my god.
Do I take half damage?
No, it's a cantrip, so.
Okay. All right, is that it for Theo?
She's gonna give Rawl, she's gonna just kind of give him a look of like appreciation, and that'll be bardic inspiration for him. And so that will be a D6?
Yep.
D6, yes.
All right. Essie. One has got like 1 hit point left. The other one is full of vim and vigor. Fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs. Well, if one looks like they're not doing so great, and they didn't answer my question of what they preferred for their coffins. If they show up by establishment, I'm just putting them in a cheap pine box because that's just what I'm going to do. I will go for them because I need business, and as the Undertaker, and I'm going to lube my bucket over my arm, pull out the skull, and its eyes are like little lights in its eye sockets are gonna glow, and I'm gonna cast Chill Touch. So like a skeletal hand's kind of gonna like emanate from it and reach out and like touch the person, just like a little caress, a little creepy caress, like a skeletal green.
He's just like, "Ah!"
Oh, that's does 15 hit?
Yeah.
Excellent. That is going to be. That's probably enough to kill him. It's not a lot of damage. It's 3 points of damage. 3 points of necrotic.
He had 1 hit point left.
Well, good. I'm glad I hit that guy with the 3.
Seizes up, falls to the ground. Big pool of blood spreads underneath his body.
Ashes is so upset that somebody stole her kill and took her fun away.
Is that it for Essie?
Yeah, she'll kind of like pull like the skeletal hand, like wisp back into the skull, and then she's just gonna stare at the guy standing in front of her. What type of coffin would you prefer?
Rawr.
I'll have Rawl say, your companions have fallen. Leave now, or this will be the last thing you see. And I will use that moment to kind of uppercut him with the edge of my shield as an improvised weapon.
Okay.
Not improvise. I know how to use shields. Just assume it's an unarmed attack, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to probably use my bardic inspiration. I got a 7. Will using a D6 let me possibly hit from a 7?
Yeah, they have an AC of 12, I think. So
All right, so no, I got a 9, so I missed with my shield.
all right. That thug does run,
All right, I do not take an attack of opportunity.
but on my turn, 3 armored Dotari guards run over to you guys and go, "Stop resisting! You need to stop resisting right now!"
Don't you know who we are? With nobility. Do not touch us.
Under the orders of Paracount Barzillai Thrun, you are a menace to the Opera
What's
House and the local area.
What's a Dotari?
It's like,
They have chain shirts, light steel shields, and heavy maces.
Are they like the
Oh.
police? Or what are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Would Rawl have any pull with them being like in the soldiery class? Or not? Like would he
I
recognize
guess,
any?
yeah. What do you do?
I just say we'll leave if you let us go. There's no need to cross swords.
Intimidation or diplomacy or something.
I'll do intimidation because that's all I can do right now at this point. I'm a
Okay.
fighter. But I got a natural 19 plus 2 is 21.
nice.
So maybe I know the guy in charge, and maybe I just say, I don't know what your name is, Reynolds. Don't make it like
So-
this, you know.
You say that stuff, and then like some anarchists start throwing rocks at them, and they turn and they're like, "Stop resisting!" And they just start like they throw the anarchists on the ground. And they start
mean-
stomping on them.
They're not hurting us, so.
Let's leave.
Do you all leave?
Yes.
Yes.
I have no desire to be punched in the face today.
I want to walk up to Essie and kick her bucket. I put my dagger in her face and say, "Do not take away my fun again."
Or
Sheath my dagger and walk away from her.
As you leave the riot, you're going down a street. There's a commotion in an alley. You see 4 more of these thugs. There's a guy on the ground getting a beat down, and he's yelling for help. What do you do?
I'll look at Theo and try to get her take on the situation. I was like, and maybe look over my shoulder to see if any of the Dotari are anywhere near us, or is it just us?
Yeah, she looks at you just like, she kind of has this look of like apprehension and just kind of like, why? But then she just kind of like rolls her eyes like, we should help him. I know you want to. There's no one else.
If you leave it to me, my lady, and then he'll take out his sword and he'll charge in, I guess.
So these.
what type of coffin do you prefer?
You see that? Well, there's 4 of them. They're beating down on this poor guy who's wearing fancy clothes, and they're so kind of focused on what they're doing that you guys kind of have a surprise round on them. But I mean, you know, you can. Do you want to say the coffin thing?
Oh, I mean, I'll ask in a moment. If we're coming up on it, if he looks like he's gonna hit, I won't give it away.
Okay.
But if the guy looks like he's about to keel over, I want to ask him before he like
Okay.
keels over.
So Rawl runs up. What about Ashes?
Ashes asks Theo if she's interested in grabbing a drink at one of the local bars because she made some money today.
No, it's a fancy establishment of good quality. It's been a rough day.
Yeah, sure. The fanciest I can find. Looking at the nearby rundown bar.
Do you mind helping him before we do that? And she just gestures toward Rawl that's running toward the gentleman.
Fine, but the first round's on you.
That's
She runs
fine.
off to
I
help.
can afford it.
She doesn't wait for an answer.
So Raul, it's four dudes issuing a beatdown. What do you do? Their backs are to you.
If I attack them, would I get advantage on the attack?
Yes.
I'm going to use the flat of my blade to do like subdual damage and make an attack on one of the ones. Does a 14 hit?
14. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Then I deal. Let me look at my character sheet for the first time. New character. Sorry, apologize. I deal 12 subdual damage. I guess bludgeoning damage with the.
12. All right.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
and guy just
Knocks him out.
just drops.
And I'll say, leave him alone. I'm assuming it's a him. That's probably Gender Lens 2018. Come on, Ryan. But yeah, I'll say, leave them alone.
Ashes.
And try to scare the dickens out of them.
Okay. Ashes, what do you do?
So there's another one with their back to us.
There's 3 more guards still stomping away, and their backs are to you.
Okay. Fio asked me to help, so I'm gonna run up and stab one in the back.
All right.
I get advantage, I'm assuming.
Yep.
16.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do a sneak attack on this one. 7 piercing damage.
7. Okay, hurt.
And then with my bonus attack, I want to reach down at the one that's knocked out and just pull up his neck and get a free. It's like
Can I get in the way of that?
You also get
Oh, you're
sneak
such a
attack.
good boy.
if you want
I
it.
want to. Yeah, I want
I
to.
want to make that physically hard to do.
Well,
I want to yell back to Fio, "I'm helping."
Raul,
She just like, yeah, she doesn't care about them.
Raul, you went. I mean, you could say something, but
Just
Oh, well, okay. I mean, it is okay. That's fine. I was just thinking about like where the bodies are and all that.
Something, Raul.
she's very small and very fast.
I'm just gonna say leave him, but you know if she's fast, she gets him.
Oh, okay. And I set him gently back down after I.
do you? Oh yeah, but you slice it.
After you kill him.
Good lord.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, you should have said it sooner.
Now, Theo, do you want to do anything in this surprise round?
I want to give a chill touch.
I want to you know what? Since these guys are dying, let's give them a good send off before they die. So I'll like start a mini performance. Just kind of like sing a little bit, swing around the staff with like the incense, and I'll cast Bless on my 3 allies. So attack rolls or saving throws before the spell ends, you get D4s.
Okay. And then I see on the surprise round you wanted to do a chill touch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like do like the skeletal hands, just gonna trace down one of them's spine, like ooh, give them the heebie-jeebies.
Okay.
So, ooh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a 20
Yep.
something. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a chill touch. Oh, that's pretty good. 7 points of damage.
Now, do you want to do the hurt one or a fresh one?
A fresh one.
So he's still alive.
He gets like goosebumps and pain.
All right, that was the surprise round. One's dead, 2 are bloodied. They turn and look at you bewildered. And they yell, "Stop resisting! Get
I'm
out
not
of here!
resisting.
This is
Does it
official.
look like I'm resisting?
This is
I'm just
official
observing.
business."
I didn't know there were so many talking rodents in this town.
All right.
I'm an observer passerby.
Let's do a quick initiative. Observer. I rolled a freaking 1.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Theo, what'd you get?
16.
Essie, what'd you get?
19.
19 for Essie.
Much better
Ashes.
at backstab. Apparently.
Ashes, what'd you get?
An 8.
8 for Ashes and Rawl.
14.
All right. All right, Essie, you get to go. What do you want to do?
So the one who turned around after I did like the little chill touch down their spine, I just want to have the hand pop up like behind them and tap them on the shoulder again, the little skeletal hand. Just chill
Alright.
touch again.
All right.
Okay. All right. I might need that D4, that bless. Let's see. Does a that's good. Is a 15 hit?
Yep.
Yes. Okay,
How
cool.
much damage?
I didn't think an 11 was going to. So yay. That's gonna be another 4 points of necrotic damage.
4 points. Dead. Just.
Just tap tap tap.
All right.
Oh,
Theo.
I forgot to ask you what kind of coffin you wanted. Drat.
Theo.
So who do we still have left? We still have one.
There's 2 left. One is not hurt at all. The other one is bloodied.
All right, I'll look at the non-hurt one and just say, oh, perhaps you should be the one to. Oh, it's a waste of time. You're just gonna stay and fight. Just die or do whatever you need to do as quickly as possible. Just end it, and she'll just cast vicious mockery on him.
Vicious mockery. So do I
13.
see?
Yep, 13 for a wisdom save.
11.
All right, takes. Oh, this thing rolls 2 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Yeah. That's on the one that was not bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rawl.
I'm gonna smack same subdual damage style on the one that's bloodied. And I hit it on a 14.
14 hits.
Yep. Another 12 damage.
Oh my God.
You almost
This
killed him
just-
accidentally.
No, I'm deliberately trying to knock him out. I'm not doing lethal damage on
Yeah,
purpose.
it's just, you hit him.
My God.
He's unconscious, but man, you hit the.
It looked bad. It
Yeah!
looked bad. It looked like you killed him. He's not dead, but it's.
We might be like, is he dead? Is he not? I was like, you got that punch him into the afterlife. Like,
It's like his legs went out from under him, and he like fell over, and his legs bent in a weird position. All right, that was Rawl, and then it is Ash's turn. There's only one left.
Oh, that.
It got
All
hit,
right.
got psychic damage.
All right. Ashes.
By the way, my movement was to like basically teabag this guy so that he cannot have his throat slit by some vigilante justice person.
Who would do that? Why would
I'm
you?
just becoming a barrier over this guy.
Okay.
just make sure you don't teabag after dark. It's illegal.
Yeah.
That's the only time I teabag though.
That's all we have for tonight, folks. See you next week.
Oh.
The teabagging hours.
Maybe that's why
Wow.
people were so mad. What? My wife, you know.
All right. I'm gonna stab the one that was viciously mocked. That's only a 9.
A non-misses.
So I'll bring around the bonus attack with
You
the.
also have the guidance if you need that, or the
Ah.
A D4
bless.
plus for the less.
Bless,
yeah.
yeah, or the bless.
D4.
How about a 10?
No.
Does a natural 1 hit for my bonus attack? No. Okay. I'm just gonna be back here.
Oh no.
All right. That was Ash's turn, right? So I got one left. And the thug is like, all right, got it, all right, whatever. Man here. So he disengages. He starts to run.
Oh hell no! This dude's getting run down.
You really? You gonna chase him?
Oh yeah.
All right, we don't need to roll it out. What do you guys do?
Just like
Gonna run him down and carve him up, or her. Or,
Do you run him down and what? Tackle him or?
yeah, sure. Just go
Carve 'em up.
jump,
Just
double
kidding.
knife.
Ah!
While Ashes is doing that, I find a bin, like a trash bin, and I dump the still living guy in there and hide him in the trash
All right.
Let's see
while
something
Ashes is busy stabbing the other guy.
I will say some words over the dead.
Can I search the scene?
Well, this guy's about to drop a flavor text bomb on you, so.
All right.
But you can, yeah. Wow. Let me dispense with this. Let's see. Thank you for that timely rescue. Our meeting is no coincidence, my friends. I had actually been watching you during the protest, but in the panic that erupted, I lost track of you. You proved yourselves to be people of uncommon skill, and I am a man of uncommon needs. Will you come with me? It's not safe here.
Not safe for you, but where do you want to go?
Chrysali's fine tomes will be safe there.
Oh, certainly don't want to mess with any more of those ruffians. So, yeah, that's for the best. And I look at Rawl and Essie. It's like, is it okay?
This
You good?
sounds amenable to me.
You nobles actually probably will recognize this person. It's Rexus Victocora.
Hmm.
Rexus is
All right, Rexus.
the Victocoras were a wealthy family of like scholars.
Cool.
Oh, they probably know my dad then, being a
Oh, they
wizard.
know our family. Yep.
The mother of Rexus
And my mom.
disappeared 7 days ago. The Victocora estate was burned down during the Night of Ashes 7 days ago.
Oh, that changed everything. I'm super nice to him now. Oh, help him up.
All right. So, we're gonna go to. You gonna go with him?
Mm-hmm. He's one.
Yeah.
Nobility.
Do we leave the murderer behind?
Ashes, you looking for this person?
Yeah, okay. I'll go with them. I thought we were going to the bar, so I'll hang out with the.
He did help us.
All right.
Define help.
All right.
My,
Rexus.
my quick investigation check of the scene yields a 20. Do I find anything?
Oh yeah, this is a person in a trash can.
I'm not very strong. Is it hard to get the trash can open? It's probably sealed very tightly. Like the trash can.
Make a strength.
17?
Oh, you opened it.
Oh. My dagger accidentally stabs into that person.
The trash can starts to fill with blood. And
Hey, Yoda, Raw, I found one that you missed.
Essie, you don't have to ask what
I-
they want to
I-
be buried in.
I got them.
God, it's like
I got them.
Trash
Yeah,
can.
trash coffin.
maybe we should take her with us. She might just kill us if we don't.
Hmm.
Death is nothing to be afraid of. It's something to be embraced.
That's not true. Your soul could be heading to hell.
Can we go to the bar?
Yes, let's do what she said.
Rexus says, "Well, there's really no time. We need
Can
to
we
get you
stop
somewhere
by
safe.
the bar?
I know somewhere you can go. Can we go there first, please?
You're
Fine.
welcome to go to the bar.
Bars
Will
are
do.
open late. We can go afterwards. If you would like something stiff to drink, I have extra embalming fluid on me. It's
Yeesh.
well preserved.
From now on, I'm not speaking to you when I speak in general to the group, okay? Does anybody else want to go to the bar? Never mind. Let's just go with this guy.
Rexus brings you to a used bookstore. All right. It's called Chrysali's Fine Tomes. Sits you all down, and he says, My name is Rexus Victocora, and until last week's Night of Ashes, I was one of the city's nobles. My parents' estate burned to the ground that night. I escaped simply because I was studying at the Alabaster Academy during the fire. There were other fires that night, as you know, fires that many believe were started by Barzillai Thrune or his agents in an attempt to squash any spirit of rebellion that Kintargo might have. Now more than ever, we need that spirit of rebellion to stay strong, but Thrune's actions have driven into hiding those who would stay strong and resist. Those who could once rally the city to a cause, such as Lord Mayor Gilia Bainalis and my parents, are missing at best and are more likely dead. I cannot do this on my own, but with the aid of talented citizens such as yourselves, I have hope that we can. Will you aid Kintargo? Will you save the city from the devil?
You just kind of see Fio like think about. She's just thinking about like Thrune like being like strung up and like a giant statue of her. She's just like, yes, it'll help you.
Did he serve any drinks yet?
Oh, here, he pulls out like a bottle of rum. It's from the Shackles.
Ashes takes the bottle and drinks from it.
Kintargo needs saving from itself and from Thrune. Yes, I'll help.
He looks at Ashes and Essie.
I believe this could be good for my mortuary business. I shall consent.
What about Ashes?
And meanwhile, Ashes is like,
Yeah, she finishes drinking. She was like, "Oh, were we deciding on something?"
Yes, and will you help struggle against Thrune?
Do you have another bottle of this on you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Well, then let me show you something. He pulls out a parchment. This is a letter from my mother, Portia. She was a high-ranking member of a secret society called the Sacred Order of Archivists, a band of scholars dedicated to the protection and restoration of history. God, I don't want to read you the whole letter, but I probably should. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
My son, if you are reading this, what I have feared has come to pass, and I am dead. For many years I have belonged to the Sacred Order of Archivists and have worked to free Kintargo from Chelish rule. I have learned much about Kintargo's secret history and fear the time will soon come when the city needs the return of its Silver Ravens. You have likely not heard of the Silver Ravens. Few have. Mentions of them have been redacted by the agents of House Thrune, but during the Civil War 80 years ago, the Ravens worked to ensure Kintargo's safety. They were heroes in their day, and I fear that Kintargo needs their kind again. Do not believe the government's claims that Lord Mayor Bainalis abandoned us. Darker things are afoot, and I fear that all who work against Thrune may find themselves in danger in the days ahead. The Silver Ravens maintained numerous hideouts within Kintargo's walls during the Civil War. I have located one such site, chambers below a building known today as Fair Fortune Livery. If you are reading this, I was unable to seek further answers there myself. Gather heroes to your side, my son, and search below the livery. There, if my research is correct, you will find something to teach you more of the Silver Ravens and their legacy. Do not let my death be in vain. Stand up for Kintargo. Bring the Silver Ravens back to life. He finishes reading it out loud and chokes back a tear.
so what do you think is left there? I ask Rexus.
I don't know.
Like what? An armament?
It could be.
Perhaps?
It could be magic items. It could be ancient texts that will somehow be useful.
Or just books.
Yeah, I agree. I'm no tomes are of no use to us. What we need are arms and people to wield them.
If we're gonna go full trader, we're gonna need some help.
Bottles of liquor.
That too.
Oh, don't worry. That we will be recruiting shortly. I have a whole form and everything.
Paperwork is important.
Yes. But for now, would you be willing to investigate the Fair Fortune livery? Seeing what you can find out about the Silver Ravens and if they left anything that could be useful.
Well,
Your reluctance is disturbing to me, I must admit.
Well, you're the only one that's left. Otherwise, you could have been dead on the floor. So we're
Well,
thinking about it.
There are others. I can introduce you to my friend Laria Longroad. She has a safe house as well.
Yes. Well, we're not going to do much good sitting here and waiting for this to die down. So maybe we could look for it.
Do you want to rest and heal your wounds before you go there?
I'm fine.
A rest would be great.
I would not mind a short rest.
All right.
Okay.
Brief respite.
All right. He takes you to a back room. And you can rest in there. So you take a short
I'll use
rest.
my second wind to heal up before the.
I will use Arcane Recovery and get the first level spell slot back.
I'll take out my flask and drink and relax. And try and get my energy back.
I'll sit with that promised second bottle of booze and chug it down.
He says, it's not nighttime yet. Do you want some tea?
I would love
Yes.
some tea.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Mint tea, please,
I don't
if
have
you
any.
have it.
I don't have any.
Oh,
Can't risk it.
Fomenting
20
Rebellion and
gold.
can't find.
20 gold.
Fomenting Rebellion can't have any mint. Unfortunate.
You take a short rest. And he tells you that the Fair Fortune was at one time a slaughterhouse, but was remade into a thriving stable. Now you're not so sure what the deal with it is.
And it's somewhere underneath, like in the basement or cellar.
No, it's
Is what we're
it's elsewhere in the city.
No, I mean, Arlo, when we get there, the Silver Ravens hideaway is somewhere beneath it.
I believe
Is that
so.
what was
Yeah.
the letter said?
Yeah.
I have a shovel.
So just investigate and I assume we'll find things. Maybe.
All right, you gonna go to the Fair Fortune livery?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This aged stable leans slightly to one side, its roof precariously propped up by aged wooden walls. The air reeks of stale urine. Broken
Oh.
desks, scuffed tables, and torn chairs crowd the 13 horse stalls, all of which are covered with a healthy layer of dust. A grated-off alcove along the southwest wall seems to house the only relatively intact wares. So, it's a big-ass stable.
Is anyone here?
No. It looks run down and unused for quite a while.
Okay.
All
What
right.
are the entrances? Is there like can
There's
we
like
enter-
two swinging double doors in the front and a back door in the back.
Oh, would I have been able to cast Find Familiar during our short rest?
Yep,
Cool.
I have a little kitty.
it's a cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a black cat?
No, it's a little white. It's a pure white cat.
Oh.
Its name is Phantom.
Oh,
Phantom. Phantom.
cute.
All right. So, yeah, big stable. Looks like there's some side areas. There's two little stalls on the left and one kind of thin one on the right, in addition to a whole bunch of trashed ones.
Raul, you're the military man. How do you think we should do this? Or Elf, what you're sneaky. What do you think?
I'm sneaky. I'm still sobering up.
In that case, this looks abandoned. We might as well try the front door.
Here, I'll go do this. All right. I want to sneak in. I want to go all stealthy.
You want to sneak in? All right, make a stealth check.
Nine.
Uh,
Sobering up. So
I drunkenly stumble up to the door and bump into it a little bit. I'm like,
Oh dear.
and I freeze.
no.
Rawl just gives Essie and Theo a long stare, like a meaningful stare, and then back at Ashes.
And then I push the door, and I'm sure it goes.
I'll look for another entrance.
there's
And I'll just like lean up against the wall, and then I'll go to see through my cat's eyes and tell them to look around the back for another way in, or way underground.
Yeah, there is a back door in there, on the other side of the building.
I peer in the front door, stealthily.
Yeah, it's a trashed stable. Looks like a lot of junk. One side there's a floor with like grating, blocked by an iron gate.
How big's this grating?
It's in the floor, and the space between the bars is actually very large.
So my cat could get in real easy.
I turn back to the group and I whisper way too loudly, "Hey, it's really messed up in there, and there's like a big grate."
Cat just walks past your legs and like whoop, goes down into the grate.
Your cat's ruining this.
So your cat. So there's like sort of like a portcullis kind of thing blocking the grate area, so it can slip between the bars of that, and then it could drop through the bars to whatever's underneath. You just gonna do that?
Yeah.
All right. It drops down into like this very large, elaborate, carved out complex.
Yeah, and I'm seeing through its eyes, so I can't hear anything you guys are saying. I'm just like leaning up against a wall, like hugging my bucket, just like staring out, and then I'm seeing through Phantom's eyes.
Okay,
I
so
just
Isn't
kind
that
of
what you normally look like, though?
It is. So it just looks like I'm just standing there
yeah.
staring,
It's like
like
I'm like
ignoring you.
I look at her raw. It's like, is she okay? She just
Are any of the Gloom Ravens ever okay?
no. Suppose not.
So Essie, your cat sees a couple things. Down there, there's looks like a
It's
pile.
being sneaky.
It's
Hold
a,
on.
a pile of stuff.
19.
There's also like another kind of portcullis thing with bars with a lot of wide spaces in them, and beyond it are stairs that go up into some large room. Your cat also notices it's hearing noises of other creatures in here.
Can it like sneak up and see what creatures are in here?
A little green humanoid, like a big head,
Like,
little tusks coming out,
oh, okay.
like round red eyes, like is starting to, it like has a machete, and is creeping towards the cat.
Ashes wants to stumble in at this point over to the grate in the floor and like get on her hands and knees and say, Kitty, what are you seeing down there?" Whispering way too loud.
Cat's gonna like look up. I'd like Phantom to like dive, like find a little quick place to hide, and I'll come back to my own vision. So Kitty's gonna make a hide check. Oh, 22.
Oh, nice.
So Kitty just goes and like
Alright,
jumps
it's
behind
like-
on something, and I'll come back to my own vision and say,
There are creatures down there. Perhaps orcs, perhaps goblins. They have tusks.
Yeah, Ashes, you
No.
see down there, there's like one goblin that like looks up at you and like,
There's also another portcullis in a grate. Some items down there.
All right, let's go in. I take my sword out and move towards it. Move towards the grate.
How quickly could I prepare? So in my inventory, I have flasks of oil. And I'm thinking I want to quickly make a Molotov cocktail and just whoops.
That is what flasks of oil are for.
All right, so you pull it out. You put a rag in there. Clink, clink, clink. You light it. You're gonna drop it through. All right, let me first the iron. All right, let me the killing floor here.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
The what?
The killing,
what now?
The killing floor. This used to be a slaughterhouse, so
Oh, okay.
that's why there's a grate in the floor.
That makes more sense now.
That makes sense. I was thinking crossfire, like traps, just
Mhm.
Tucker's kobolds.
Yeah. Looks like you'll need to if small creatures can get through this grate more easily than larger creatures. The cat has no problem getting through it. But Ashes, so you want to try to throw this Molotov cocktail down at the goblin? All right. So through the bars is going to be like with disadvantage.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
All right.
I'm just whispering, "Psst, hey, little guy, look up here. Hey."
Mhm.
Whoops. Make an attack roll?
Yeah.
Disadvantage, huh? Oh, it's a natural 20 and a 17.
Oh.
The 22.
All right. So what does that do? D6 or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. We'll roll a D6 and it's on fire.
6. Yay.
All right. So you and the goblin like it's on fire and it's running around. You hear
Ashes can't help but laugh out loud at this point. Stealth's completely ruined.
all right, so there's a burning goblin down there. You're all upstairs. Getting down there, you're gonna have to squeeze through this killing floor.
Can I lift the grate? Just like
Yeah,
power lift?
make a athletics.
Natural 1.
Oh,
Ah, my hip. My back.
Perhaps I should give it a go.
I'm gonna use my shovel and try to use it like leverage and just
Oh.
pull it up.
Alright.
Athletics, you said?
Damn, that was my best thing.
Let's see. That would be a 16.
okay. Pling. You kind of pop it open. All right.
This isn't harder than a sarcophagus lid.
Yeah, but
Hmm,
drop down.
Shovel.
It's lid. Very
leverage.
useful tool.
Shink, and I put it back in my shovel sheath. It's like the blade, like the spade of the shovel's here, and then like the rest just kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like how you work, Lady Gloomraven.
Thank you.
All right, so it's like a 15,
I take great pride in my work.
It's a 15-foot drop. So what do you want to do?
Are there handholds?
I guess you would see the goblin screaming on fire, and it runs, and it's going to run through the bars that are down there, the portcullis, and up the stairs. Are there handholds? I guess to a degree. I mean, I guess if you hung right from
Mm-hmm.
and then dropped, that would be less than 10 feet, so you wouldn't take
Yeah.
falling damage. Yeah.
All right, I'd like to do that then.
So you drop down, and what's everybody else doing?
Do I know where the can I guesstimate where the stairs would lead up to? Because it's only 10 feet and the stairs are leading up. I'm assuming it leads up somewhere above ground.
It actually doesn't. The stairs lead
Oh.
beyond the livery itself.
Oh,
some
it's like
kind of-
into a different establishment, perhaps?
It's almost like part of the sewers.
Oh, okay. So they don't go very far. Got it. I'll just drop down as well. I'll just.
Okay.
I'm a strong wizard. I got 14 strength.
What about Fio?
High five.
Hold on, you're muted, Fio.
She's just gonna kind of like grapple on the edge and just kind of like she looks at Rawl. It's like, can you help?
He'll catch. He'll
All right.
catch.
Yep. She's like, all
I'll
right.
catch you if you
Yeah.
fall.
Boom.
She'll,
What about Ashes?
Yeah, Ashes will just, I don't know, try to cling to the side and climb down.
Okay, so dirty salt and sawdust coat the floor of this gloomy hall. Bits of the wall masonry have been chewed or clawed away, revealing narrow, winding animal tunnels beyond. Steel rails are mounted in the ceiling with a few lonely iron hooks dangling from them. pile of stained pillows and moth-eaten blankets lies in a 10-foot square depression in the floor to the northwest. And then there's this portcullis that leads to some stairs.
Ashes elbows Theo and says, Theo, you should have seen it. I dropped this thing and it hit him right in the face and he was
Oh.
burning and he went running.
Oh, I heard it. I heard it all right. It was dreadful. And the smell. Oh, the smell is horrible down here. She just like kind of just precipitates like mint around her. Just like trying. It just smells like mint and burnt goblin, so it's not helping anything.
And sewer, right?
Yeah, this is. So yeah, she casts light on the end of her staff and it just like sees like all this disgusting. He just kind of like winces and is like, oh, I hope this is worth it.
So there's a big pile of stuff, pillows and stuff. And then there's the portcullis. What would you like to do?
Hey guys, do you want me to sneak ahead again and let you guys know what's up there?
I'm gonna examine the portcullis and not answer.
Do what you wish.
It's an old, rusty portcullis.
I'd like to look around the rest of the room.
Looks
See
like
if I find
you
anything
can
interesting.
probably bend the bars fairly easily.
I want to look for a switch.
And
Like a
you're
lever.
Searching the rest of the
Bend.
room.
Yeah, for like a lever or something, or just interesting things.
Well, there are the pillows and all that stuff.
Yeah, look through that. Maybe there's a surprise body hidden in one of them. That'd be exciting.
Okay, actually, there's a goblin hiding over
Oh,
there. And it pops up and it hisses at you.
Greetings and salutations.
It tries to stab you. It shanks you. +4.
Rude.
12.
I will shield. That misses.
Bwong! Alright, real quick, initiative. Theo,
4.
Essie,
N.
Ashes,
12.
Raw.
16.
Oh my god.
16.
You like
Just-
eviscerate this goblin.
Alright, Raw, you're far away from that area.
Hit it with a shovel.
Probably like 40 feet away. What would you like
Okay.
to do? A goblin just popped out of a pillow pile.
Is there any other? It's just that goblin. There's no other.
Just the one.
Can I take out my light crossbow and have a go at pincushioning it?
Yep.
Just like, pew. So I'll drop my shield to do that. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah. How much?
Okay. I think light crossbows deal D8.
Yeah.
4 damage.
Okay. It's hit with a bolt. Blood sprays from its chest. It's not dead, but it's hurt. Ashes.
Essie's next to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a dagger off of one of my arms where I holster one, and I throw it at the goblin's facial area.
All right.
21.
You hit. How much damage?
Sneak attack because Essie's there. 8 damage.
It dies from a dagger to the face.
You're welcome, Esther.
Thank you.
Essie.
I will.
Yes.
You see in the pillow pile 12 gold, 85 silver, and quartz earrings worth 10 gold each.
But the look they give you is priceless.
I go over and retrieve my dagger from the goblin's face, and I say, "Oh, here's an idea. Esther, you can put the goblin's clothes on and pretend to be the goblin. I mean, you're kind of palish green. I think it would, you could go ahead and..."
No. I have perfectly decent clothes already. Besides, I would never rob the dead. It's disrespectful.
I quickly check the goblin.
It doesn't have
And
anything
rob
to
it.
say. All right, so there's a portcullis blocking the way further. What would you like to do?
You said they look like they're pretty easily bent bars.
Yeah.
I'll try to find some leverage and bend them.
Do athletics.
17.
You do the Superman. Bend them.
All right, and then I'll
Up the stairs, you hear the blurping of water or liquid.
the blurping.
Yes.
Blurping.
I'm gonna head towards the blurping.
Okay.
Shield high.
You're all
Sword
going up
out.
there.
Yep. That's all.
A6. A 50-foot diameter pool of rancid brown slurry fills most of this circular chamber. Chunks of plaster have fallen away, leaving ragged patches behind in the walls and ceiling, and mounds of rubble on the floor. What wall space remains is decorated in crude drawings and symbols of sinister form. Greasy-looking chains run between 4 stout pillars, rising from the muck and anchored to various points on the wall. And there is... It looks like there's a huge hallway that leads further beyond this area.
Is there nothing? If I search the room, is there anything of interest beyond the?
There is a huge pool of foul water. And you see the dead goblin floating in it, the one that was on fire. It apparently jumped in there, trying to put itself out. It's dead. And on the walls,
But nothing
you
else?
see all sorts of writing.
What's the writing?
It's in a special language.
In which language?
Inferno.
Oh,
I speak Infernal.
it's all of us, I think.
All right.
Do we all speak Infernal?
I think
The
It
nobles
is-
do.
the nobles unfortunately have to. It's like, you know.
Nobles are official tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to check it out? There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
All right. So what you see is basically it looks like someone tried to turn this pool into a portal to hell. And the writing is smaller than, like it's pretty tiny writing. You know, like half the, like you have this big wall, you would think they would be bigger, but it's not.
Mhm.
It's pretty small. And apparently it did succeed for sort of, but it just for a moment.
Okay. Enough time for something to come out.
Oh. Hmm.
Maybe we shouldn't be around here.
Oh. This. Oh yes. Botched summonings and whatnot.
Just be on guard.
Yeah.
Ashes is like, what's happening? Why are
Someone
you all
tried to
just staring at this?
someone tried to summon something and didn't do it right. But something else might be here, so that's joyful.
Just stay clear of the pool, I say.
I was going to do that. Yes, anyways. It's disgusting.
And then I'll look to the hallway and perhaps investigate that. If everyone else is,
Yeah, this
if no one else is deciding to investigate the pool.
oh, no. That's
yeah.
cool.
Actually, Essie will stand and she'll look at the, like, not too close, but she'll kind of observe the pool for a few minutes to see if anything moves on the surface of the water or anything.
Okay, two things. You see four
You're
kind of.
muted.
You're muted.
You see. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Mhm.
You see four like lumpy things
Oh.
in the water. And at one point for a moment, the water ripples in a weird way. Like something created a wave when there was nothing there to create a wave.
Like Star Wars Episode 4 trash compactor style. Got it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No,
Cool.
because you can sort of see into the water,
Okay.
and there was nothing in the water
Oh.
to create that.
Interesting. Fascinating. And I'll pull out like a book and just gonna sketch the write the phenomenon down, and then I'll kind of lean up against a wall, and I'll be like,
I'll send Phantom ahead to make sure the area is safe.
and I'll just go back into kitty cat eyes and send Phantom
Oh.
down.
Oh, I'll go with Phantom.
All right.
You know, Barzillai Thrune is in the Kintargo Opera House, right? So if your cat like goes in there, technically it's gonna be Phantom of the Opera, isn't it? Right, everybody? We have a good
Yes.
time here, don't we? Let's continue.
Want to get a little cat mask.
But just half.
Yeah, just half.
All right, so Ashes and the cat are gonna team up in stealth.
Yeah.
Well,
Stealthy Phantom.
Team up is a strong word.
We're gonna need a group stealth then.
We're
The
going
cat
to
in
stealth
Ashes.
individually.
I hope the cat
Yes.
doesn't blow it for you, Ashes.
No.
Sure.
Who will be better, the cat or the burglar?
Oh. We'll find out.
Ah,
Yeah, we are.
Oh. Oh.
What'd you
What
get,
do you got,
Ashes?
Kitty?
Kitty has 21.
Oh, Ashes has 22.
Oh,
Well.
Oh, Kitty. so close,
Congratulations,
Kitty.
you're better at this than
Your-
your cat.
so
your
close.
rival is
Kitty's also tiny,
cat.
so
With
You
my
got her.
22, I hide from the kitty momentarily, and I go, poof.
it actually just kind of stares back at you deadpan. It's white, but its eyes are solid black.
oh.
So it's like the
ooh.
reverse of me.
Oh, it's like an
Oh.
alien. Oh,
I got the
Oh.
solid white eyes, Kitty solid black
Oh.
eyes, but it's all fluffy and white.
All right.
no.
These rooms have fallen mostly into disrepair. Chunks of plaster hang from the walls, exposing rough stonework beyond. Scattered furnishings that once outfitted bunk rooms, a kitchen, and even an armory lie scattered about in states of complete disrepair, and doors hang from hinges in the crumbling archways that lie between the chambers. Seems to be 3 crates in here. 3 crates.
Hmm.
Just like, let's make a deal, D&D style. All right, Ashes is going to.
Do these crates look new or old?
Old, very old.
Are there any like holes in any of them, like in the corners?
Yes.
Okay. Phantom's gonna stick his head in one.
One's got weapons. One's got a watertight iron coffer, which you can't see into. The third one looks like ancient straw.
Oh, Phantom's all about that one.
What is ancient straw?
It's like straw from a farm, but it's from times long ago. Decades old straw.
Like 80 years ago?
So it's old compost by now, or
It's still straw.
doesn't straw degrade?
Well, it seems to fit Phantom and Essie. I mean, I would imagine the cat just curls up in compost all the time.
I'm just
You're not
confused.
wrong.
by Ancient straw.
The straw apparently has been magically treated.
Oh,
Ah,
ah.
ah,
Oh, that means there's something good in there, obviously.
Yes.
yeah, that's premium straw.
Protect something.
Perhaps it's the last straw.
Oh,
I feel good.
Use it to build a scarecrow.
Ooh.
It would decay.
So shall Theo and Ralj and Essie, do we join Phantom and
yeah. I'll
Ashes?
pull out of Phantom's vision
Okay,
and kind of
yeah.
relate to you guys. Everything.
Alright.
As
Hmm.
you three are thinking about going to join the others, the water in the thingy begins to stir.
Mm-hmm.
4
Right.
lumpy creatures stand up and surprise you with surprise
Do they?
attacks.
Oh God.
They're like fleshy blobby
Oh,
monstrosities.
I've seen these before.
no.
Who will get 2? I will roll around a light on the sun. It's Rao.
Good.
Okay, good.
Theo. 1 comes out of the disgusting water of this
Oh,
pool.
just
And it lunges at you.
she recoils from it. Oh, this is disgusting.
Plus tree.
Cool.
9.
Nope.
So
This
it's
is
just kind of
okay.
coming at you, but it can't reach you. Essie.
Yeah.
Plus tree.
Yes.
13.
I will shield.
Bwong. Rao. Here comes 2 of these hideous missed. Miss. 2 and a 5. Man. All right. They all lunge at you. Let's roll initiative.
God, man. Mm-mm.
Not good.
Rao, what'd you get?
1.
Ashes, what'd you get? 15. Essie, what'd you get?
I got a 15, and my kitty got a 19.
What about Theo?
You got 3.
A tree.
Yikes.
The cat goes first.
Yes.
Magic
Kitty is
straw.
Kitty's gonna burst out of the magic straw and start running back. Kitty goes pretty fast. Kitty has speed of 40.
Okay, so it double moves and it gets back to where
Yeah.
the others are. Ashes. 3 crates full of goods and services. What do you want to do?
Ooh, crates full of goods. What would it take to pretend that I didn't hear the ruckus behind me because I wanted to look in the crates for loot?
Reaction.
I don't know. A performance, I guess, or a deception.
Can we even see Ashes from where we are?
How far away am
No,
I?
you are
Yeah.
pretty far.
Oh,
Jeez.
don't even have to spend an action on that. I mean, it doesn't sound like anybody's dying behind me, right?
You just
Not
heard
us.
like splash and roar. You know, like roar.
All right. She looks longingly at the crates, but then proceeds to move back towards the whole situation that's going down. So,
So
is it a single move? Can I get?
it's a double move, so it's a long hallway. So you double move down there, and you see. Do you?
So how can I get within range if I go single move? I have 35 feet. So single
No,
move,
because this is a
it's like
turn.
a-
So your hallway
All
comes
right.
and the room is.
all right,
it's like-
fine. Double move, but can I stay stealthy?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. That was Ashes. Essie, there's 4 of these
And there's one right on me, yeah?
pinkish, orange, fleshy abomination things.
I'm gonna boing, hit one with my shovel. Boing, 'cause it's in melee. I'm really good with a shovel.
Oh, you get
That's a 22.
22 hits.
Awesome.
Is there a shovel mastery?
It's gonna be a 10 damage. 10
oh my
bludgeoning
God!
damage.
Holy.
It's like. you
Is
know,
the shovel?
oh.
It's a quarter staff, but I flavored it to be a shovel because
Gotcha.
I'm a gravekeeper.
It's
Of
still
course.
it's
Grave
There's
diggers.
one.
hurt
So it-
badly,
Nice.
but it's
Boing.
still
Just-
up.
Rattles against its head.
That's
Mm.
it for Essie.
Yeah.
My turn. Here we go. Plus 3. 1 on Theo. 6. 1 on Essie. 2.
My God.
Plus 3 is 5. None on Ash. 2 on Raul. 12.
No.
There's the natural 20. All right.
Oh no.
4 damage to Raul.
What type of damage?
Bludge, I believe.
So
Bludgeoning.
that's 1 damage.
Dang. All right. That was my turn. Theo, your turn.
All right, so she just kind of just gets like wide-eyed and just starts yelling out. It's like, what? These things are horrible. What kind of botched summoning summons like this? It's so gross and disgusting. How can it live?
And fascinating.
And then Vicious mockering it. Like this is just like wearing at it.
Alright.
So it has to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom. 9.
9 fails, so it takes 2 points of psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Is this the hurt one or a fresh one?
It's the one in front of me.
All right. Rawl, there's 2 on you. What do you do?
These are clearly devils, right?
They are devils, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So no subdual damage, just pure killing. Attack one in front of me. Either will do. Hits on a 20.
Oh, yeah. These things have a very low AC.
Okay. I deal 11 slashing damage
11.
to one of them.
Man, all right, hurt really, really bad. Not dead, but really close.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it. Is there any way where we're positioned where I can move without provoking an attack so that they're between me? I'm between them and the other 2
Sure. Yep.
companions?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the cat's turn.
Okay, Kitty gonna come up and start harassing the one in front of me to give me the help action so that I can have advantage.
Oh, all right.
Just like
Ashes!
distracted and running around.
Ashes. The start of your turn, you feel a weird breeze on your neck just for a moment.
Cool.
From front to the back of me, or is it like
Kind
across
of like
my back? or-
above, behind you.
So if I want to try to figure out where that breeze came from, would that be my action? I want to try to perceive more about this breeze.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's crap. I'm just gonna try to get in position with my short bow so that I can fire a shot off at the one that Rawl seems to be. I am kind of stealthy. Would I get any advantage for being stealthy?
Aren't I within 5 feet of it?
Yeah, I don't care. I want advantage. No offense, Rawl.
That's
I thought that's what would give you advantage.
That's just sneak attack.
that's Rawl right with me, right? Because his name is...
We're
Boom!
all right now.
21.
That hits thunderously.
Sneak attack. If I can.
Boom!
Oh, max damage 13.
So there's 2 by Rawl. One's hurt really bad. You shoot the fresh one. You hit it, and it turns into like a pile. Oh, actually, it kind of just becomes a puff of brimstone and fire, which slowly kind of implodes. And it's gone.
And I'm gonna move ahead closer to the group.
Dylan says, with puns like that, it's all downhill from here.
Dylan, do not encourage this from chat.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for Ashes. Essie time.
I'm gonna shovel him again. And my kitty's
damn
helping me, which is very good. It's another 22 to hit.
22's gonna hit.
This one's going to be plus 2, 9 points of damage with my shovel. Boing.
You hit it, and then all of a sudden, puff of brimstone, gout of flame, implosion. The stench of brimstone is all that remains. Was it even there? You feel like if you were in school, you could write in Essie about this, and you get an A+. Hey, next up is me. I've got 2 left. One's coming at Raul. Hey now, you're a Raw star.
They see me rolling. They hate me.
You won Dungeons and Dragons. All right. They see me Raw. That's got to be your catchphrase. And I rolled a natural 1. Deserved.
Oh, see?
That's deserved. Your clever wordplay throttled my dice. Fio Huaykiba,
no.
+3, 14.
Was that with disadvantage?
Oh, natural 20 on the other one.
Okay, that's fine. All right, yep, I got it. Yep,
So did you get hit with the?
I got hit. Yeah, that 14 was
2
definitely hit.
damage.
Oh.
Fio.
Yeah. All right.
Your
So,
turn.
yep. So, yeah, I got hurt, and I am just gonna kind of like hastily just try and smash it with my amber quarterstaff. So
Ah,
let's see. This is 11. 11 right.
11 hits.
Oh my
How
God.
much damage?
Oh, this is gonna be funny. If I roll a 1, it's gonna be really sad. Oh, good. It's I rolled a 3, but it's 2 damage. So just kind of like lightly hit it.
All right. After
Oh,
Fio
that
is
made him 1.
Raul.
I'll try to finish off the one in front of me. Hit on a 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, more than that. Anyways, a hit.
Take me out to the Raw game.
I'll hit it for 9 slashing damage. On top of whatever the other thing was.
You just boom! Brimstone, flame, implosion, waft of sulfur,
I'll be moving on to flank the one on Fio.
and you get a free bobblehead. After
Cool.
Raul, he's the mysterious cat.
Phantom's gonna
Phantom.
start harassing the other fiend left to give me the help action.
All right. After cat, is Ashes. Ashes is
Ashes.
1 left. Fio has been softening it up,
Just like tenderizing it.
tenderizing.
Ashes figured out that the wind at the back of her neck was all these puns from afar, and all you see is a short bow just rattling on the ground. She left. She quit. So. Am I close enough to stab it?
You can get that close.
I will get that close.
All right.
All right, 2 stabs.
Okay.
Normal stab, 15.
That's a yes.
Sneak attack, 13 damage again.
Oh my.
Approved. All right. Brimstone, fire, implosion, sulfur.
Ugh.
I
And then
sheath my shovel.
all is still.
God, I hope this is worth it. Those things are horrible. They're disgusting.
I've seen worse.
The foot soldiers of hell.
Lemurs.
Keeps on going. Goes back to the crate room.
There's 3 crates. One has weapons in it. One's got magic straw, and one's got like a airtight container.
What kind of weapons?
You gonna open that crate? Willy-nilly? Tear it open?
Yeah.
Well, we're all right. You tear it open, not trapped. So guess what? Here's what's in there. +1 leather armor. That's right. Magic armor +1 for one person. There's a short bow, not magic. A crossbow, not magic. A morning star is silvered. And
I'll take them.
12 pearls, each of which is worth 100 gold.
Oh.
I'll take the Silver Morning Star. It's always good to have a backup weapon. I'll let the other people decide what they want to do with the armor.
I'm certainly not going to wear that armor.
Ash is so disgusted with herself that she just didn't open the crate.
Just see if Theo put the pearls in her bag. So it's just...
That is in the chat. Dylan's talking about. There's a lot of magic items in this Pathfinder. I got rid of some, but you will be getting more magic items than normal in this path. So
yeah, well.
Could I perhaps have one of those pearls for use in a spell component potentially?
Yep, she'll just hand it to you.
Just take one
Like
and I'll
it's
put it in
nothing.
my pocket.
Oh, look at this crappy armor. It's just like the stuff I already wear. I'll just grab this and keep it on me. Maybe I'll wear it.
Certainly. I'm already like looking at the sealed metal coffer.
Yeah.
Do I get like a sense of magic off of this? Like maybe it's enchanted?
the sealed metal coffer. The coffer is not magical, but the contents within,
Oh,
radiate magic.
oh, exciting.
Okay.
And while you're looking at radiant magic, the magic straw, slightly magic, but there's other things in there that are strongly magical.
Oh. Okay. I'll just look for those.
You're going to go through the straw?
I'll go through the straw first.
All right. There are 6 figurines of wondrous power. 6 of them. They're all the same type. Silver Raven.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Mhm. The Silver Raven figurine. You speak a command word, and it can be a raven for 12 hours. And then it can't be used again for 2 days. While it's a raven, at will you can cast Animal Messenger, which means you can tell your raven up to 25 words, and then it will fly and deliver that message in your voice to whoever. It can travel 50 miles over the course of 24 hours. So it can only be a raven for 12 hours. That means a person could be up to 25
Okay.
hours or miles away.
I'll ritually cast Identify on these so I can learn what the code word is.
Okay, yeah. You do that.
So there's enough for all of us?
Yes.
There's
All
6
right.
of them.
We all have a magic pet now.
We each have a silver raven.
It's an accessory and a pet.
Should the extras go with our spellcasters? Perhaps Theo and Essie could grab 2 each.
Sure. Just keep it
My
safe.
family's been known to have an affinity with ravens. We are the Gloom Ravens.
I'll check the airtight container.
I back
for
up just in case it's trapped.
traps.
It's not trapped. You gonna open it?
Sure.
Reams and reams of paper. It could take weeks to go through all this paper. And
Paper.
just glancing at it, you see writing on it, and it's clearly written in some kind of code that will need to be cracked.
Oh.
I close the container. Nothing in there.
Oh, really? What was in there?
Just garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Perhaps something
Insight.
that Rexus will prefer to have recovered.
So I'll open it and I'll take a piece of paper out and see, just garbage.
Oh, might be the most important stuff. Looks like it's coded letters. Maybe Rexus would. Yeah, maybe you're right. Rexus would maybe find this interesting, or at least useful. Maybe it's
Probably
his mother's.
communique from the Silver Ravens.
All right, let's keep that in the box then, should we? And just bring it back.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we find here?
That's it.
That's it. So we'll just take all the stuff back with us to Rexus
Yeah.
if we can find a way out.
You can. All right, so we'll stop there. Next time
Sweet.
we'll pick it up
Whew.
from there,
Whew.
and you'll enter into the first phase of creating a resistance
Rebellion.
force.
Yes.
Rebuilding the Silver Ravens. And you'll go through the 5 steps of revolution.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why don't we do plugs before we stop? Sean, you got any plugs?
Nothing this week other than going to be on Low Red Dot's channel for a one shot. I think it's going to be at 9 a.m. on her channel.
Whoa.
And then other than that, it's Waffle Talk on Tuesdays and repeat on Thursdays.
Waffle Talk. What about Lindy? Lindy has like 2 bajillions.
Yeah, you can find me online at Laugh Love Lindy. I play in a bunch of games. You should definitely check out Encounter Roleplay on Tuesday evenings from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern. I will be DMing Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. We're playing Carnival of Blood. It's set in New Orleans. Right now we're in the 1870s, and we'll be doing time skips every few episodes to a couple decades later to see how the characters are doing.
Cool.
If they make it past episode 2, we'll see.
Sounds cool.
And then like an hour later on my channel, I'm running a one-shot until we start a new campaign, Mists of Ravenloft, next month. And then check out also Encounter Roleplay on Wednesday afternoons, 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern time for Masks of Nyarlathotep, the new Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu adventure. It's super fun. I get to wear this wig again, but I play a super sweet, innocent trophy wife rather than a creepy necromancer girl. So, you know, a little different.
Trophy wife.
Yes, no secrets, no hidden occupation at all, just a trophy wife. Definitely nothing else. Don't look at all my weapons.
What about Garrett?
Hey, do you all like dungeon delving? Because next week, we're going to start Rapanathuk on my channel. First time streaming, just want to play with some friends. Come on over. Check it out.
I think I'm going to be on that show.
Same thing.
Oh, no kidding. I'm going
Watch
to
some
be...
crazies go into the Dungeon of Graves to die.
Oh, no.
RPG and death clips on the way.
Oh, I'm going to be Brock Netherstorm. I can't wait. Right. Do you have any plugs?
No, I don't do the plugging things. Just watch everybody else, and I'll save you some time.
Say, everyone, tomorrow on this channel, Power Score RPG, we'll be doing Dungeon Academy. They're going to finish up Hallister's Maze of Madness, and then we're going to start running some encounters from Encounters in Waterdeep from the DM's Guild. And then Monday, check out the Greyhawk channel at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm on the show called The Orchard. It's run by Pro Restarter. And it's like, we did the first episode last week, and I'm on it, but it was really good. It was really fun. So you really should try and check it out if you can, because it was a lot of fun. I love he's a DM who gives you space. And I really admire that. You know, he did a really. The restraint is unreal. You know, Chris Perkins can do it too. It's very. I can't do it. So this show is going to be on Hell's Rebels every week. All right. So jump on the train because it's leaving the station. You know, and everything's going to be all right. See you next time, everybody. Hold on, I gotta hit the button. I have to hit the button quick. I had the perfect goodbye.
Time. Perfect.
All right, everybody.
Oh.
Like I
awesome.
said, it's gonna be all.